What's up guys, I'm Shane and this is the Weekly Rundown. I'll go over the week's past videos and some news you might have missed. Last week we dropped the X-Men Dark Phoenix 4K Blu-ray review. I thought this was a good looking and good sounding movie. I gave it an 8.4 for audio and an 8.6 for video. It wasn't a huge departure from the standard Blu-ray, but I thought there was some decent color with some eye-catching spectral highlights. It wasn't as good looking as Apocalypse or the movie I totally forgot to mention, Days of Future Past. It was noticeably softer than those two. The audio had a decent Atmos mix, but surprisingly was light during certain heavy action scenes. Bass was good though. I asked the question, if you guys would miss the Fox X-Men or would you prefer the MCU version? I think the majority of you are happy to see it go. Glad to see it go. I enjoy the series, but enough is enough. Timelines were a bit confusing. Seems they were inventing too many mutants with too many powers. I don't know if there was too many mutants, but I'd agree. The whole timeline thing was kinda getting out of hand. And plus, I'd like to see some of the X-Men wear their comic-accurate uniforms. I did a review for the Vankyo V600 projector the other day. It's a cheap projector, it's like 250 bucks. I believe there are a dozen of these things on Amazon just rebranded. These types of products aren't usually my thing, but hey, I can't always just talk about the expensive stuff. For $250, it'll give you a taste of that big screen life. It's not the greatest picture quality wise, but you get what you pay for. I said in the review that this is the type of projector that might be a gateway into more high-end projectors in the future. At least one person agreed with me. I have to admit, Vankyo was my gateway projector and I don't regret it. But after 4 months of owning last year's model, I upgraded to an Optoma 4K projector, and now I have an SI Solo screen not even a year later. Well, there you go, another happy projector owner. If you're into home theater, a projector is really the only way to go. Well, CEDIA just happened last week, and of course, there was a ton of new products being announced. A couple things I'm looking forward to hopefully be checking out is the new JBL Synthesis SDP55. If you know anything about the Synthesis system, it's like cream of the crop for speakers, amplifiers, and processors. Everything just works together and it sounds so good. The system is super expensive, and if you're a mere mortal, you'll probably only hear it in demo rooms. Well, the processor they just announced is 16 channels with Dolby Atmos, DTS:X, Auro 3D, and has IMAX Enhanced on board. It's also got Direct's newest iteration with its new bass management. The HDMI board is swappable for upgradability to HDMI 2.1 whenever that starts taking off. And all of this only costs $6,000. I really hope I can get my hands on one. There's also the SDR35, which is the same thing but with 7 channels of amplification on board, rated at 100 watts per channel. The SDP35 will sell for $7,500. Epson also showed off a few new projectors, which we did a video for. They announced the 3200 and 3800 lamp-based 4K upscalers. These will sell for $1,500 and $1,700 in October at Best Buy and in November on Amazon. I saw the 3800 in person and it was pretty impressive for an under $2,000 projector. If you don't have the spare change for a native 4K JVC or a Sony, I think these two models should make you very happy. They also showed off their new ultra short throw laser projector, the LS500. I thought it threw off an amazing image, especially with all the ambient light. I know it's not as attractive as some other ultra short throws from LG or even Optoma, and I was also confused about how ultra its short throw really is. It's a couple feet away from the screen as opposed to a few inches like the other brands I just mentioned. The LS500 will come in 2 flavors, a 100-inch package for $5,000 and a 120-inch package for $6,000. It comes with a screen and in black or white. You know, I just got an AudioControl M5 and they go ahead and release a newer version, the Maestro X7 and X9. The M5 I have is 11 channels and based off of the Arcam AV860. I'm not sure if the new audio controls are based off of Arcam's new AV40 they just announced, but they sure do look different, and they also have Auro 3D on board this year, and they have the new version of Dirac as well. The X7 and X9 will sell for $6,600 and $9,600 respectively. And just one more thing I wanted to mention. Monoprice has got a new subwoofer, the M215. It's got stacked 15-inch drivers and supposed to play down to 14 Hz. The M215 will cost you only $2,500. Considering an SVS PB16 has got a single 16-inch driver and costs $2,400, the Monoprice might be a better bang for your buck. I hope the 15s I have coming in will sound better than the Monoprice. There's a ton of other new stuff that got announced, and I'm sure you can find all those videos on YouTube, or you can just Google the rest. These were just the things that I was interested in. Well, that about wraps it up. I'll leave links to all the videos I mentioned in the description down below if you want to check out the full versions. As always, thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us on social media and stop by our Patreon page. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys again in the next one.